Back to the Future didn't just predict the future, it helped shape how we imagine it. When the movie was released in 1985, audiences were introduced to Marty McFly, a regular teenager who accidentally traveled 30 years into the future. That future was the year 2015. At the time, it felt impossibly distant. Flying cars filled the sky. Technology talked back. Life looked faster, louder, and more advanced than anything people had ever seen. But now, we've lived through 2015, and that raises a fascinating question. How much did Back to the Future actually get right? Let's start with the wins. One of the most impressive predictions was video calling. In the movie, Marty speaks to people through large wall-mounted screens. Face-to-face conversations happen instantly, no matter where someone is. In 1985, this felt like pure science fiction. Long-distance calls were expensive. Video technology was clunky and rare. Fast forward to today. FaceTime, Zoom, Google Meet, and video chats are part of everyday life. People work remotely. Families talk across continents in real time. What once looked futuristic now feels completely normal. That's a massive win for the film. Another surprisingly accurate prediction was wearable technology. Marty uses hands, free devices, and futuristic accessories that keep him connected. At the time, watches told time and nothing more. Now, smartwatches track heart rates, sleep cycles, steps, messages, and phone calls. Some can even detect medical emergencies. Back to the Future didn't predict the exact design, but it absolutely nailed the idea. Then there are flat-screen televisions. In the McFly home, massive flat screens cover the walls. In 1985, televisions were bulky boxes made of thick plastic and glass. They took up half the living room. Today, flat screens are thin, lightweight, and mounted like artwork. Another prediction that turned out to be shockingly accurate. Voice-activated technology was another big one. In the movie, Marty talks to devices that respond to his commands. Lights turn on, systems activate. It all happens without buttons or switches. Now we have Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant. We ask questions, set alarms, control our homes, and get directions just by speaking. Back to the Future understood something important. The future wouldn't just be faster, it would be hands-free. But not everything aged so well. Let's talk about flying cars. The movie made them look inevitable. By 2015, roads were in the sky and traffic jams floated above cities. In reality, we're still waiting. Flying cars exist as prototypes and experimental vehicles, but they're expensive, rare, and impractical for daily use. Air traffic laws, safety concerns, and infrastructure turned out to be much bigger obstacles than Hollywood imagined. Hoverboards are another famous miss. The movie showed boards that floated effortlessly above the ground. No wheels, no friction, just pure hover technology. What we got instead were wheeled devices that couldn't hover at all. They kept the name but lost the magic. Fashion was another area where the future got a little weird. Back to the Future imagined bold, exaggerated outfits, double ties, bright colors, self-drying, and self-adjusting clothes. While some experimental fabrics exist, most of these fashion ideas never caught on. And honestly, that's probably for the best. But perhaps the biggest thing the movie underestimated was the smartphone. Back to the Future imagined technology spread out everywhere. Screens on walls, devices in every room. What it didn't predict was one single device doing everything. A phone that replaced cameras, maps, televisions, music players, calendars, and computers. The smartphone quietly became the most powerful object in modern life. Despite its misses, Back to the Future succeeded in something far more important than accuracy. It captured our optimism about technology, the belief that innovation would make life easier, more exciting, and more connected. It wasn't just predicting gadgets, it was predicting a feeling. So is Back to the Future right or wrong about the future? The answer is both. Some ideas came true almost exactly as imagined. Others missed the mark completely, because the future is never a straight line. It twists, adapts, and surprises us in ways no movie can fully predict. And maybe that's the real lesson. The future isn't something we wait for, it's something we build. So what do you think Back to the Future got right? And what did it get completely wrong? Leave a comment below, share, like, follow, and subscribe for more fascinating breakdowns of movies, science, and the future we're living in right now.